So I've got the first unit ready to test here. I've got my dash adapter that's been set up for the 2017 GSXR-1000. This one is set up to be plug and play for a RSR MaxxECU sport harness. So the connector plugs in here. I haven't heat shrink this up yet or anything. Essentially, it's going to be plug and play to the 4-pin CAN and power connector that's normally used for a dash on the RSR harness. And then it's also plug and play to the left hand control harness. So this little inline adapter that I've got here, and I've got my Gen 3 left hand control, which is the same as the 2017 GSXR-1000. And the only thing left is this serial connection out to talk to the dash, which right now I've just got this long white wire. In the future, I've got some connectors coming that if somebody really wanted to, I could make it plug and play through the dash connector here, the 16-way connector with an inline adapter. Don't know if it's really worth that, or if you'd want to just take this wire and then, you know, solder it in somewhere up near the ECU or here, anywhere between here and the dash, essentially. But so if we look at the dash, with the dash adapter not plugged in, you can see we've got check here. No gear display, basically a bunch of error messages. Nothing's really working other than the tach and speedometer will work if those are wired, but everything else is kind of broken. No coolant temp, all that good stuff. So you can see here I've actually disconnected my stock ECU. Okay, so now what I'll do is just go ahead and plug in, sorry for the shaky camera here. So I've now plugged in the dash adapter. Now we've got coolant temp reading, we've got gear reading, ABC mode. Those power modes can be used for something in the max. Traction control 1 through 10, those can be used through the max. Have control over the check engine light. At the moment I've got it manually turned off, so it's not here sitting here flashing. And basically I've got the mode up and down buttons are all wired in now, going through my dash adapter over CAN back to the ECU, and then basically mimicking all the stock ECU functions. So if I hold the up button, I'm not really used to this dash here, but basically can do everything that the stock dash could do for the most part. And let's see what we'll turn that on. Exit. Exit. Okay, and then if you want to be able to set your ABC modes, you can do that, and this actually increments a counter table inside of the MaxxECU that you could use for different fuel maps, different power maps, different boost strategies, whatever you want really. Could also be set up to use these buttons as something else. So you could use these buttons as a shift input, as a scramble boost, scramble nitrous, something like that. Hold a button for a long time to arm nitrous. Lots of different things that you could actually do with it. Okay, so here's the box back off of the harness. So it's pretty small. There's a nice little spot by the battery or by the ABS where this will fit. So again, you know, this end of the harness just plugs into the box. This will go to the serial data wire, which is black with a green tracer. A few days from now, I'll have those 16-way connectors. If you really wanted that to be plug and play, that's a possibility. And then this plugs in line to the left-hand control, and then this plugs directly into the 4-pin CAN 12-volt ground 4-pin Deutsch connector on the RSR harness.